বোঝা যাবে যে কে অ্যাক্টিভ করে না করে। তো সেটা তো মাঠে বোঝা যাবে। এবং সিলভাকে আটকানোর দায়িত্ব শুধু আমার একার না, পুরো টিম। আমরা যখন খেলি একা টিম খেলবো, তো আশা করি ইস্ট বেঙ্গল যখন খেলবে টিম গেম খেলবে, শুধু একা সিলভা খেলবে না। তো সেই জায়গা থেকে অবভিয়াসলি ডিউ রেসপেক্ট টু সিলভা। সিলভা খুব ভালো প্লেয়ার এবং দেখা যাবে কালকে মাঠে দেখা যাবে, সেটা প্রেস কনফারেন্সে এরকমভাবে বলে তো কোনো লাভ নেই। আর সেকেন্ড থিং যেটা, যে হ্যাঁ জানি কালকে শুনেছি যে দাদা আসবে এবং উনি এসেছিলেন আমাদের মাঠে। তো আমাদের প্রিপারেশন যেরকম আমরা লাস্ট 1 উইক করেছি, ভালো প্রিপারেশন করেছি, অনেকটা টাইমও পেয়েছি আমরা কেরালা ম্যাচের পরে প্রিপারেশন করা, ভালো প্রিপারেশন হয়েছে। এবং প্রিপারেশনটা কালকে যদি আমরা মাঠে সেইভাবে প্রডিউস করতে পারি, তো আশা করছি আমরা ভালো রেজাল্ট করতে পারবো দাদার সামনে। তো দেখা যাক।
Today with us our chief coach Juan Ferrando and our captain Pritam Podal. Please raise your hands and question one by one. Unal.
I'm thinking in my game because it's more or less in my under control. You know, the opponent is a team, everybody knows they have a very good squad, but for me, all the time I try to improve my team. Of course, we have in front of us a lot of matches. This is our target. Improving some details, but honestly, I'm not put a lot of attention to details in the open, because I think it's necessary first to work with my team, and then we can talk about the differences. You know, sometimes these details it's depend on the moment of the match. Sometimes when we are talking about this situation, is because the focus we lose the focus on some details. So it's part of football, and then it's necessary to continue working because it's not so easy. But all the time I explain the same: don't lose our plan, don't lose our way. Yeah, of course, step by step, I think this team will be more strong, and the most important is. It's not important who is in the lineup, it's not important who is on the field, the most important is the plan for the team is the same. Yeah, of course, it's part of the process. Sometimes we are disappointing, of course, when we lose matches, like for example the EBFC Cup. Of course, this is honestly it's really disappointing, but all the time I explain it's the past. For the past it's not possible to change. The present and future, of course, we can change.
Hi, Juan, this is Apurva from Goalpost. I have a question to you that the team has scored so many goals in the last match. So apart from the goals, what are the positives you want to take in the derby, and what are the expectations for the match?
No, this is about the goals. It's explained against Pakistan. You know how many chances. Against Chennai, you know how many chances. Against Kerala, we have much better performance in front of the keeper of the opponent. But for me, the most important, like a coach, is the team is to find the space, to find the best moment, and to prepare some chances, no, in front of the keeper. Of course, the last match was more not comfortable for the team. It's more. This situation is much better for us, of course, but I think it's repeat the same. It's the past. We are focused in tomorrow and the next matches.
Team already proved, and Florentine and Hamid is there. They fulfill your expectation. And my second question to Pritam, this season you already played 10 matches but conceded 17 goals, only 3 clean sheet match. So what's the problem actually? You are the senior member and you played most probably all the matches, and you played before this year you played this defense. What is the problem? Is there any problem? What's the main problem?
As you know, the target of the 5 players is of course to support the squad. Here the foreign players also in different clubs. The most important is they try to help the local players because at the end is a team. for me the most important is they are working in the same way. I have sometimes when we prepare the plan, of course it's necessary to take a decision, but I am happy because in my case the 6 foreign players all the time support the rest of the team. The 6 players all the time they try to do the best in training session, and this is good because I think this is a good way for the team, for the club.
Good afternoon, everyone. As defending part, obviously we need to improve, but see, last year we played some different players, and this year also we have new faces in our team and defending line also. So it's take time, but we working hard in the field. As coach said, we work as a team. When we win as a team. We lose as a team. So I think day by day, match by match, we are improving, and maybe end of the season we are improving much more than now.
I work for the Hindu newspaper. Going by the record you have in the derby, you have a very fabulous record against East Bengal. So do you think that is going to help you psychologically approach the match tomorrow? And
I think it's, tomorrow is one game more. This is 3 points. If you win 3 points, you have to throw 1 point. And of course, it's special because I know the city. You know, a lot of cities exist at derbies, and it's excited this match because a lot of supporters are coming. Everybody wants to enjoy the match. But for us, it's repeat, it's 1 game more. It's a new opportunity to get 3 points and continue working because you know, in this moment, if you watch the rest of the matches, more or less everybody, the distance with the points, the teams, they are very compact. It's not maybe 2 seasons ago, the difference in first position and the last position was a lot of points. This season, no. This season, in this moment, I think that it's good. It's good because the teams are more or less in the same level. There are a lot of very good teams. A lot of teams has chances to win, and I think it's a good. In this case, I think it's very important to prepare every game like a final, no? Because it's difficult, but also it's good for the Indian football in this moment.
ইস্ট বেঙ্গলের বুদ্ধি আছে যেটাকে লাগবে
the fact that it's the Kolkata derby. So the Kolkata derby obviously is the biggest game in the Indian football calendar. So and it's a special game. So we're very excited about the prospect of facing ATK Mohun Bagan. They're a good side. We expect a very tough game. And we will try to take the points. We are here to win football games. It's a derby. I think your form goes out the window in the derby games. We've had a good week of training, and I expect us to give a good account of ourselves tomorrow night.
Clayton, I am Bengal from ATK newspaper. In your own team and the respective opponent.
I think that in the first game we have only like 1 week. I arrived I think 3-4 days before the match. Some of the players as well arrived 3-4 days before the match. Now we are for 2 months maybe around the last game. I think we are more prepared. Even them also they are more prepared. I think tomorrow will be an interesting game for both sides.
Regarding the opponent actually, what is your assessment regarding the opponent? Mohun Bagan.
I think they are a good side, of course. They have good players, maybe one of the best players in India, but in the game it's 50-50. Even the last match we lost 1-0, but we have chances to win, and then we lost by own goal. So what we are facing to win the game.
Stephen, how much of a progress has East Bengal made from the first time you played Mohun Bagan and from the first time you came and had some 12 players on a rainy day training?
Yeah, good question. No, I think we have made a tremendous improvement since the day of the 12 players in Maidan on a rainy morning. And I think we are a better team than when we played Mohun Bagan in the Durand Cup. Of course, it's a league match, so there's added importance to that. We need the 3 points, they need the 3 points. There's also the question of the bragging rights and pride that goes with the Kolkata derby. And I'm conscious that I don't think we've won a derby for 8 or 9 games, so we are going to try and fix that tomorrow night. But as Clayton said, and as I said before, they're a very good side, excellent players. We respect them, but we do not fear them or anybody else in this league. We believe that we have a group of players that we will run, we will fight non-stop, and then see what happens. To stand inside the stadium to fit the number of people was an unbelievable atmosphere. Look, I think it's one of the biggest derbies in the world, and you put it up there with Arsenal, Tottenham, Rangers, Celtic, AC Milan, Inter Milan. It's our derby. It's the biggest derby in Asia, that's for sure. And it's I would love to have played in it, but I'll take coaching in it. Obviously, this is my second derby, and I'm looking forward to my first win in the derby. The supermarket, it will be the derby. It doesn't matter when it comes. When it comes, it's there. You can't back away. You can't hide. And tomorrow we will give a good account of ourselves. We can't control when it comes.
Because the clubs are very old clubs. Thailand, the clubs are sold by them. We run is a very new club. But it's a derby too. It was also a great atmosphere. We played some finals against them. It was huge. When I arrived in the club, Monton was never win before, and then we did in their home in 2016. So it was a good feeling. Tomorrow I really hope that we're gonna play a good game and we're gonna win the game.
He is a promising young Indian player, but he's 18, I think, 18, 19. In India, we would say he's young. I would say he's not young. 18, he should have 200, 300 games under his belt. He does not. And this is the biggest problem we have with our Indian players, especially the ones that are playing for the national team.